Well, while Craig's thinking here, we'll go on to...
What is that do with game?
Man.
No, that's fine. I'll think.
That's not
we do
important
this.
right now, anyways.
So why don't we do reverse order? Why don't we go to you?
Go to me? Okay, sure.
So we're going to do our top five.
Top 5 video games for 2017. And this is based off of, I think for all of us, IGN's listing of when they're due to come out.
Mine is anyways, yeah. So number 5, I have Horizon Zero Dawn. That's from Guerrilla Games, the guys that made the Killzone games. Which they're great, they're good games. They're not like amazing, they're fun. But I just love the concept of it being in the future and all the creatures are actually like robotic and there's a possibility that somebody's controlling the robotic creatures and you're like primitive. So it's almost like back to the Stone Age too at the same time, but it's in the future. I just love that idea. It's sci-fi, but it's also fantasy.
It's one where the girls like going around hunting with.
So that concept and the gameplay looks really good too. So I'm excited for it, and it's coming out I think in the early.
It's one of the first ones that are going to come out.
Yeah, so I'm totally looking forward to that game.
I think it looks good and everything. I just feel like if I played that, I'd get bored of it. Like in the first few hours, I'd be like, okay, like it's an interesting concept. And I like that but I just don't think I could stick through it for a whole game. I feel like it'd be wasting money if I bought it. So I'm just not the audience.
No, that's
I
fine.
did love the scene in Last of Us when you hunt the deer as Ellie. So
the 5 minutes.
If I like that,
or
a
rabbit or whatever. Yeah, okay. You can do that in Red Dead too.
Yeah, that's true.
You did a lot
With a bow, John.
I never actually owned Red Dead. Matt owned it. And
you never owned.
Holy!
No. I played Red Dead though, but Matt, it was
not there yet. We'll get to that game. I'm sure. I'm sure we'll be getting to that game.
I doubt it's on anywhere list.
My number 4 game, South Park: The Fractured But Whole. I don't like RPGs. That'll be apparent when you look at my list. I never have RPGs, but the last South Park game was fucking hilarious.
And I love how it tied into the show.
If you are a South Park fan at all, and if you're still watching the shows, there are so many references, so much comedy. Like you were basically playing a big long episode of the show, and it was so funny.
And even if you don't like RPGs, I know John, he doesn't like RPGs, and my other buddy also doesn't like RPGs a whole lot. I'm like, dude, try this game. I know you don't like RPGs, and both of them played it. Like, great.
You know, the thing for me about South Park was, I like South Park. If there's an episode on or somebody's watching it, I'll watch it and I'll enjoy it. Favorite episode being Make Love Not Warcraft, right?
That's a good one.
That's my favorite.
I like the Scott Tenorman Must Die or whatever one.
That's a good one too. Yeah.
But so
mine is with the kids playing minor league baseball, and the Bat Daddy. Oh, this is America. So there's my guy.
but I love the game because I like the RPG stuff. My guy was always Butters. I love Butters.
Yes.
Captain, what's his name?
Professor
Chaos.
Professor Chaos. Love that.
Professor Chaos.
So that was I did love that part about it, but all the inside jokes, or most of the inside jokes, were lost on me.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't need the inside jokes though.
The whole one where you shrink down and the whole level is where your parents are having sex.
Yeah,
that's a great one.
It's like watching the ball swing by and stuff. And their fucking tits. Like, oh yeah, that's.
It's great.
You don't need to be a big fan of the South Park.
So is this the one where they're all superheroes? Is that the
and that's something I can't.
Yeah, that too.
That would be cool.
It's not fantasy now. It's superheroes.
I love that they're going with superheroes because the first one was really Lord of the Rings, which is also really awesome.
Yeah.
And this is all superheroes. But the first game, there was a couple things I was like, where's Imagination Land? They didn't do any Imagination Land references.
There was no Towley. I was
Towley?
like, what the fuck is Towley not in here for?
So
are we allowed to swear? I've been swearing this whole time.
No, I was doing because I didn't know
this whole time.
No,
I'm sorry.
clue what Imagination Land is.
Yeah, there's a few things that were missing from there. The first game's great, but I hope that Imagination Land, Towley, and a bunch
it's
of
our show. We can do whatever the hell we want.
I know. We never actually
shit, cock, balls.
Which other things he loves.
Balls and swear.
Anyways, number 3 will be Red Dead Redemption 2.
Number 3? That's why I think it's 3? Really?
Yeah.
That's your 3?
It's number 3. Well, Red Dead Redemption.
I guess you hated it.
Yeah, right. I just hated Red Dead. Yeah, that's why it's on my list.
I'm just trying to think.
Red Dead's
1 and 2 now. I have some ideas, but
you'll probably be able to guess them actually if you think about it.
I can guess one of them.
Red Dead, the first Redemption, not Red Dead Revolver, which I don't think anybody's ever played. Red Dead Redemption was one of the best games on the last generation consoles, if not the best games. I mean, had so much to do. Like I like Grand Theft Auto; those are fun games. And then actually, it was him that was playing Red Dead Redemption, and I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna get this game. And I watched him play, like, this is freaking awesome. You ride a horse. The storyline is so great. There's such a huge, expansive world that you're playing in. You just randomly go hunting if you want. Like,
you spend like how many hours in the game, and then you get to Mexico.
Yeah, exactly. Like so much stuff to do, so much fun. Like, it's just.
Tell me one person that didn't tie a woman up and put her on the train tracks.
Exactly. You had to.
The one weird thing about Red Dead, and I don't know, maybe you guys didn't find it was weird that, like, when you went to Mexico and you're going down that river, then that plays that little that song.
That was
awesome.
The song was actually called Compass.
But it's
by, I don't remember his name. But
it came out of nowhere.
It played on my drive out.
But it's like the only time it's like they have like a non-soundtrack type song. This is actually a vocalized.
And it only happened once in the game.
That was
the first time you go.
That was so cool.
I just wanted to keep.
I thought it was cool.
I just wanted to keep riding my horse because this is awesome.
It was cool, but I mean, it was also weird that they did that once and that was it.
Yeah, I know. It
just goes to show how much music can do
I feel
for a game.
I feel like
mood setter, such a big mood setter.
I feel like the director.
I think the rain started coming down too. I don't know if it was for you guys too, but it was really.
I didn't have rain. I had a Mexican sunrise.
Like rain started coming, the music was playing.
I can't remember what mine was. If it was like at night or something. I played the game multiple times, so I can't remember.
It was great.
This
is gonna be on your guys' list anyways.
Yeah.
You don't know that.
No.
I think it's shitty.
Number 2 is Spider-Man for the PS4.
Called it.
I mean, I said it earlier. Spider-Man's my guy. Yeah. So there hasn't been too much revealed. Only that we've seen. Only thing that we've seen so far is from E3 last year, I believe it was. And I mean, I think it was in gameplay footage, but there wasn't any actually guys playing it. It looks good. I don't know any of the villains. I don't know the storyline. I'm just excited because it's not tied into the movies. It's not tied into the TV show or the comics, so they can do their own thing.
Spider-Man was designed for sandbox. Like,
oh, totally.
You know,
Spider-Man 2 for the PS2 was awesome.
Can you imagine Spider-Man if he had been like in like a city that didn't really have sky rises? It was just
downtown
Idaho. Spider-Man Idaho.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, Idaho.
What do I do here?
Sorry, Idaho.
A lot of potatoes.
I'm not a huge Spider-Man fan, as I said before, but this does look good. It almost made my list. So spoiler, it's not on my list. It's my honorable mention, but it looks really good. And he was mentioning Spider-Man 2. I actually played it his, and I didn't like that game a whole lot.
I love the swing. I can swing around all day.
That was fun. Yes, that was fun.
Did you guys like Spider-Man with web sling or cartridge guns, or it just naturally?
I love the organic one actually. I think
like in the first one,
yeah.
Because then if you think about it, the cartridges almost was like a Superman kryptonite weakness thing. If you
really, I'm out of cartridges.
Oh shit! Yeah. Now you can just crawl places.
I agree. I was always a fan of the Sam Raimi. When he did the natural one, I like it.
I like cartridges. I'm all on the cartridges.
Okay.
I'm a natural man.
That's fine. I mean, it makes sense to have it naturally be his.
I have a little thing, not really about Spider-Man, but I'll save it for. It's my honorable mentions with Spider-Man. When I get to my list, I'll mention it there.
Okay.
But you go ahead and do your next one.
Sure.
I'm interested.
Number 1.
God of
War. I honestly don't think it's coming out this year, but on IGN it was on their top 40 PlayStation 4 games to be coming out. So I put it on my list. I was like, hell yeah.
Does it not have like a number or anything like that?
No, it's just
called God of War.
Wasn't the first one called God of War?
Yes.
Yeah. No, it was called God of War 1.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I knew they were making a sequel.
Yeah, that bugs me. That bugs me a little bit.
It's called God of War, but it's going to be totally different mythologies. It's Norse mythology now.
I don't know if you would call it even a reboot.
No,
it's the same guy.
It's continuous.
But it's a reboot of the mythology. Like, it's going somewhere else now.
It's just, it's a continuous story. It's same, still Kratos. If you ever played God of War, that was all about the Greek mythology and how you raid Mount Olympus and just dominate and kill gods. And
I associate with Kratos.
Demigods. Yeah. Like, it was just...
I've killed the god.
Probably some of the best gameplay, in my opinion. It's some of the best gameplay and some awesome storytelling. Like, I love Greek mythology. Big fan of that stuff.
John knows my favorite part. Too. The third one when Hercules first
awesome with the gauntlets.
That's the best part of the third one.
Yeah. You're just sitting there and you hear this like...
My favorite is fighting Kronos, just because he's so massive. Even though you're not like
doing much. Is that the third one? Yeah, because you're like climbing up.
Yeah, I just love like you're like this small in between his fingers, and you took down this giant god, Titan, I should say.
Yeah.
But when you were saying that you thought it was going to be delayed, I totally agree. That's another prediction I was going to say. God of War is going to be canceled. If you look back, all the console version main games, God of War, came out in March. March is right when the cutoff for Ares, and Ares is the God of War. So I'm thinking it's going to be a March 2018 release.
That is my honest prediction, but because I've seen on the websites 2017, it's on my list.
Yeah, still haven't finished
On my
God of War
list.
3. Can't get past that elevator.
No,
Yeah,
that's Ascension you haven't passed.
Ascension,
Ascension.
Ascension was good too.
God of War 3 is where you
I like
still
the
Zeus
story,
at the end,
Story
right?
is
I like those three women, like fighting them was.
I think
like
I borrowed
Yeah, I
God of
like
War.
the-
Actually, I
the
borrowed
three
God of
different
Matt had
versions.
God of War 3, and I played it on his.
Yeah.
And that's the one where you like stab Zeus with a big sword, right?
Yeah.
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 Okay, so we'll go with LewisLightning here.
So my picks, number 5 for 2017 games, Mass Effect Andromeda.
What?
I had a real hard time
I'm just kidding.
picking a 5th one.
I'm
And this
surprised
is
it's number 5 actually for you.
oh, you, wait till you see my number 4. It'll blow your minds.
Okay.
But I love Mass Effect 1, and I played through all 3 of them. But I found that 2 and 3 were a drop in quality. And actually, I wasn't really looking forward to Mass Effect Andromeda until I saw the new trailers. And like, oh, new world, new everything. Like, this is going to be really cool. I know Craig is really big.
I
into it.
auditioned for a role in Mass Effect Andromeda. They had an open casting call.
He knows a guy at BioWare, actually. It's a true
I
story.
know 2 guys at BioWare.
Oh.
Actually.
A guy and a girl.
A guy and a
to be
girl.
fair.
We're just outside Edmonton, which where BioWare's headquartered.
Yep.
Yeah.
They don't really have a San Antonio
I'll
or
skip
Austin.
the jump.
Nah, Austin, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Austin, I
Austin,
think.
yeah, Austin.
But Edmonton's the headquarters, I believe.
It's where it was developed and created, and I believe they did like KOTOR was one of the things.
Yeah, they did Knights of the Republic, and then there's some like Japanese.
They did Dragon Age.
Yeah, Dragon Age is my favorite series of all time.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That surprises me actually. Did not know that.
Mass Effect Andromeda. That's my number 4 pick. 5 pick.
Number 5. It. Number
So-
4.
Number 4. These guys would be like, what?
No. I actually want to play
The hell
Cuphead.
is Cuphead?
Cuphead.
But that's an Xbox game.
It's an Xbox exclusive. I'm just hoping that it's.
I want to play that game.
that
yeah.
it's so huge that PlayStation's like, hey, let's have a port of that because it looks amazing.
It's like old Disney
Old
cartoons,
cartoons.
right? It's like if like Steamboat Willie was in a game. That's like that kind of
I guarantee
cartoon.
you, as soon as we're done recording this, I'm going to be looking up Cuphead. Just
It looks so cool.
But I feel like I'm going to have to be careful about how I Google search Cuphead. Maybe I should search
Two
Cuphead
Girls, One
game.
Cuphead. It's called. Right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I love like old school cartoons like Popeye and Felix the Cat, all that kind of stuff. And this is like similar style animation. The only thing maybe I don't like about it, aside from it being Xbox One exclusive, is that it's like a shooter at parts. I don't really like shooters a whole, like a shoot 'em up, I should say.
They also said that it's basically just boss fights too.
Yeah, and it's 2 players, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, but I think they've actually extended it so that's not just boss fights now. I think there is actually some platforming and stuff.
But yeah, like you should
I'm interested. I'm good.
check it out.
If we weren't doing something, I'd be.
It looks
doing right now.
cool. Like, I would watch that as a cartoon.
Yes, I was gonna say, if
It
you
was a
saw it,
cartoon,
you'd
I
be
would
like,
watch
this
it.
is a cartoon.
Well, way to go off the board, Lou.
I almost put it on my list, but I'm like, I'm not going to be playing next
Oh,
time
okay.
on Xbox.
Yeah.
So my number 3 picks,
Sorry, I was going to pull this.
South Park, The Fractured But Whole.
Well, that was familiar. Yeah.
So just like Countryboy had on his list, I got South Park. I can't really say a whole lot more. I mean, the first game was amazing. Like, I don't know what I expected from the first one, but I didn't expect it to be like.
It's so funny.
Maybe I didn't think it was a game of the year, but it was a game of the year contender when it came out. It was
just hilarious.
so great. It's like you said, like it's like playing one long episode of the show, and then if you watch the show, it actually ties in to the season there.
Yeah.
It's pretty hilarious. Yeah, excited about Superman or superhero stuff and all that.
What's Butters' superhero? Because Butters is my
Professor
favorite.
Chaos.
stuff.
Chaos.
Well, that's his. Okay, all right.
Well, I mean, technically that's. Yeah, I guess it is a superhero.
Does that.
I was just
Because
thinking.
Cartman's like a raccoon.
It's also
guy,
in the
right?
episode where they all like get weapons and stuff too. Like all
Yeah.
the kids. He's also Professor Chaos there,
He's
right?
Professor Chaos a lot.
I guess, but it makes sense for him to be a
It's-
superhero
I love
because he does fight the Coon.
Yeah, he fights
Professor Chaos.
And they lock him in the cage.
You know what? I gotta say, one of my favorite characters in The Stick of Truth, the dude who played the Bard in The Stick of Truth.
Timmy or Jimmy.
No.
Jimmy.
Jimmy. No,
Jimmy.
Jimmy was the.
Yeah, Jimmy.
No, Jimmy doesn't do.
No, Timmy does that.
Jimmy's
yeah.
a.
It is.
I'm as cool as a fool by the Swiss.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Yeah, I loved him as the Bard.
That was great.
Good on.
Number 4,
Or
number
number
2.
two.
Sorry, number 2 pick. What? God of War is number 2. So like like John was saying, I'm also a huge fan of like the Greek mythology, but Norse
That's a big
mythology as
thing
well.
about
I
it,
like
yeah.
just love mythology.
Absolutely.
Actually, I got a book here, right top there.
This is like a Norse mythology.
I got like a whole world mythology book. I just love mythologies on all that shit. So big reason why I'm into that kind of stuff. Kratos, I think he's a very
He's one-dimensional, but
no, I was gonna say exactly the opposite. I think a lot of people think he's one-dimensional, but he's actually like a whole lot more to him.
I mean, I'm a huge fan, but I still think he's one-dimensional.
Like he's got one driving force, anger.
No, his wife and daughter killed them.
He wanted vengeance.
He was tricked. But in
did he kill them or were they killed while he
killed them?
He killed them.
In the PSP game, I'm not sure if it's Chains of Olympus or Ghosts of Sparta, but he was like gonna let the whole world die just so he could be with his daughter. Like he loved her so much, and he had to push her away.
Chains of Olympus,
and that was such a sentimental moment.
I'll say Ascension had one of my favorite trailers for a movie. Remember the God of War one when he's when he's
like his daughter and his ashes and stuff.
And it was like a live person as Kratos.
Yeah, it was an excellent.
That was probably my favorite.
I'll just say I feel like he's a character that is like so deep in sorrow that it comes out as anger, and that's a bit too much character introspective there. But I don't think he's just an anger issue the whole time, and this is gonna.
I just don't get how they pitch him from
the
Greek mythology to Asgard mythology,
Just,
like Norse mythology. I don't get how you jump a character based so much on mythology.
They're very
to
similar in ways.
Yeah, fun fact: when what's his face, David Jaffe was creating the first God of War, that was actually his plan, was to actually jump from one mythology to the other. He was gonna do the first God of War was gonna be Greek mythology, then he's gonna do. I don't know if it was God of War 2 or like later down the line. He was gonna do like Norse mythology. Then at one point he was gonna do like Egyptian mythology. And like one of the things he said was the Sphinx was actually going to be like an actual creature you battled, and you froze it with the Gorgon head, with Medusa's head. And that's why it's there, like in Egypt. I thought that was actually a really cool concept, but he left after the first game, so they continued with Greek mythology.
I was going to say, I like Norse mythology and all, nothing against it, but I was really hoping they would go with Egyptian or like maybe
that
like
seems
Persian
like less
gods.
a big of a jump than to go to Egyptian. Less of a jump than going to Norse.
Oh, I think
because Greek mythology is all about that.
I think Norse is very
hedonistic
similar.
Lifestyle and all that stuff, which is what the.
I think Norse is very similar. Like, they have like the one big god, like Odin is kind of like Zeus. They have like his sons, like it was Hercules, and now it's kind of like you got.
Maybe
Thor.
I'm thinking just the weather.
Maybe I'm just thinking like there's a lot of similarities.
There's a lot more interaction between Greeks and Egyptians, Phoenicians as they were called, than Greeks and Norse. That's what
I'm just so familiar with Greek and the Norse, and they're kind of similar. That I want them to go to Egyptian because I don't really know a whole lot about the Egyptian.
That's why I didn't want them to. I like Norse mythology. That's why I was hoping they go in Norse.
Egyptian's good too. I mean, you just learn more about it as it goes.
But you get like
eventually they can go there.
Set is like the god of snakes and stuff like that. Like that'd be cool. Like have a battle like a big snake pit and there's snakes everywhere in the level.
Oh, it'd be pretty sweet.
But number one pick, I don't think it's gonna be much of a surprise. Red Dead Redemption 2.
What?
So we're just a little bit off on John's for those last couple. Red Dead Redemption 2, again, we already talked about this. Fantastic game.
And Rockstar makes good stuff.
They do not hold back. They put everything into their games.
Yeah. I was going to say, like, I'm not a huge fan of GTA. I have a few of them. But I feel like GTA is just like the vanilla. And then stuff like Red Dead and Bully, they throw some flavor in there. And I'm more interested in that because it's like, well, I didn't live back in the Old West. I don't ride horses. I don't go, deal with, I don't know, rounding up cattle and stuff.
It's a more fun theme, instead of a realistic day, it's...
Everybody does modern times, right? Everybody's like, you can just steal a car, okay, well, you can fly an airplane, you can shoot this guy.
It's
Plus, you don't end up with a lot of people being
there's a lot of copycats
and all that stuff.
Right?
On
the important thing about GTA is like the stuff that you can do is like, let's go golfing. Let's go on.
That wasn't a big thing. They had it in
there's
there.
Golfing, there's internet, there's bowling. I could probably go on this.
I went golfing once.
Okay, whatever. There's poker. There's horseshoes. There's
liar's
things like
dice
that in there.
But liar's dice, I don't know. No one does that.
Still don't know how to play that game.
I'm not complaining.
Still don't know how to
I
play that game.
But I'm just saying.
I think maybe
liar's dice is fun.
Let's sing your favorite.
I gotta say,
Parents of High School.
I know, and I still don't know how to learn.
Maybe.
I love Pirates of the Caribbean, but can't understand that game they play with the dice.
How the fuck did Bootstraps Bill get out of that?
You're a liar. Well, get out of it.
Yeah, I have bootstrap and
He lied so that his kid.
I know.
Maybe someday we'll
Anyways.
play some Liar's Dice on here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know I get what you're saying, but I didn't spend a lot of my time doing.
Oh,
the
I
side
didn't
stuff.
either.
Like I didn't go bowling.
Five finger fillet.
I didn't go bowling with what was it?
The date you had to do.
Roman's
right?
cousin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you had
except
to
for
do
the date.
Exactly.
All right.
So we'll go to